Guys, why am I just now finding this thread that OhSmallStuff or Oisa, who is a South African YouTuber, very popular South African YouTuber, specifically story times and influencer, right? Why am I just finding this thread that she made back in 2020 about Angel from the Real Housewives of Durban, okay? So basically back in 2020, Oisa responded to a picture that was posted of Angel and Ndlela on Twitter, okay? And this is what she responded. She said, "This is the most rude and vile person I've ever met. I'll never forget her shame," okay? And then someone else goes on to ask for the tea about what exactly happened between OhSmallStuff and Angel. And this is what she said. She said, "I was working at a festival in KZN and I was serving her table. Occupants from another table stood up to go stand where they could see the stage to enjoy the performances, but they were still on that table. Angel Wakona asked if they can move to that table. I explained that there are people there. They just stood up to see the stage." She's like, "Siyohlala khona ke thina." I kept quiet because I don't understand what's going on. And she goes, "Now the people of that table come back and are looking at me like her friends didn't even go with her and were asking her to calm down. I decided to call my boss, who is her friend, and tell him what's going on. He talks to her and she goes back. As I'm serving them, she's shouting that I'm just a worker there. I'm not even there to enjoy the festival like her. Okay, sorry, I think this is like a spelling error. She can say one word. Okay, so I'm assuming this is how she can say one word to my boss and I'll be fired, and she will make sure that I leave because I don't even have a ticket. I'm just a worker. Utile mali that she's gonna spend there won't even be a fraction of my pay." She wasn't lying, but still. She was screaming all these things and belittling me in front of people. All eyes were on her, Mtakabao, while she was mopping the floor with me. I offered getting her another waitress. She said, "Nah, ufuna mina because I got ngam. Yay, ibi film," okay? So basically, that's what Oyi says. She then proceeds to say, "I was pissed, but there was nothing that I could do." And guys, when I tell you that my jaw was literally on the floor, I don't know why it was on the floor, because she does sort of give mean girl energy in my humble opinion, but my jaw was still on the floor nonetheless. First of all, I absolutely despise people who belittle other people just because they feel as though they have some power over those people. Obviously, allegedly in this situation, Angel was a guest attending some sort of a festival, and she also was friends with Oyisa's boss at the time, and I think that's why she felt as though she could belittle Oyisa, or I'll call her OhSmallStuff. That's why she felt as though she could belittle OhSmallStuff, because she felt as though she had the upper hand since she was a paying customer and Oyisa was just waiting tables there. Secondly, when people talk about the money that I'm spending here is not even, enough to cover your full day of work or whatever. It's like, why do you feel the need to say that to people? Why do you feel the need to money shame people just because you feel like you're in a higher position? And I'm just gonna say, first of all, we don't even understand where Angel comes into the picture. Obviously, she has just recently joined the latest season of Real Housewives of Durban, and I think we can all collectively agree that she is very out of place there. First of all, one of her first scenes was of her in like an apartment with her alleged boyfriend, and we could just tell from there that it doesn't seem as if she's on the same standard as the other housewives that are on that show. Secondly, a lot of people on Real Housewives of Durban are always not on Real Housewives of Durban. A lot of people, viewers who are watching Real Housewives of Durban, are explaining that her stories are giving contradicting, right? That she's giving us many storylines and she's not really, it's not really making sure what her storylines exactly are, and that she's allegedly lying about infertility issues. And if she is, that is, scum of the earth behavior. Thirdly, when I read this thread, obviously at that time Angel hadn't, necessarily blown up, but when I read this thread now, looking back, I can actually tell how this could be true, because on the show, Angel seems to be very confrontational, very out there, says what's on her mind, ready to pop off. So this sort of, to me, in my humble opinion, does seem like something she would say and do. And honestly, I don't know, man. I think she needs to take several seats down because she's not giving what she thinks she's giving. But anyways, ladies and gentlemen, tell me what you think about this in the comments section, and I'll see you in my next upload.